You want a drink?
Water.
Water? What, are you pregnant?
Very much not so.
Peeing all by yourself, handsome?
Return the slab.
If you're wondering, Christ World, is there a BoJack reference for everything? The answer is no. What is this, the Bible? Well, it's my Bible. Carolyn Constnar. I just realized I never learned how to pronounce her name. Jarvis, can we get a fact check on how to pronounce this?
Constnar.
See, I was right the first time. Never doubt me. Most of the time, I'm usually right. Carolyn Constnar. She has 1 million subscribers on YouTube. Not that that matters. Hey, you know, numbers aren't everything, guys. Don't look at my sub count. But yeah, she has 1 million subs, but that doesn't matter, okay? I'm trying to set the scene, right? I'm like an underpaid high school theater teacher or an enthusiastic English teacher that makes the class read Hamlet out loud and you're stuck reading Hamlet's part, which is practically 2/3 of the play because Hamlet got his Yapler's degree at Monologue University. Hamlet, he talks so much. You may think it's an honor to get the titular role, but if anything, it's a punishment. The creator, Carolyn Constnar, did a oopsie. In fact, she did the mother of all oopsies, which is ironic considering that she is not a mother at all. In short, homegirl made a video saying that she was pregnant and then made a follow-up video alluding to having a miscarriage, only to say, just kidding. The whole thing was just an advertisement for her Patreon. Truthfully though, I wasn't going to talk about this because it just didn't seem like something that needed my input. Like, do you really need me to tell you not to fake a miscarriage for attention? You needed me to tell you that? Listen, I'm not going to start insulting your intelligence by assuming that that's something that needed to be said, mostly because you guys make me money, so I have to be nice to you. You guys are so smart. You're so smart. This situation hasn't left my mind for the past couple of days because I'm flabbergasted at the amount of audacity that has to be present in order to do something like this. I'm also flabbergasted that the word flabbergasted is unironically in my vocabulary. If I had a world dictionary, it'd be up there. Let's be for real for a second. Yeah. That works. See, you look cute too. Carolyn's not the first person to fake a pregnancy on the internet, and that's not where most of the criticism is really coming from in this situation anyway. She's not the first and she won't be the last. JoJo Siwa, for example, she was showing off her bloated stomach on Snapchat like not too long ago. She thought that she could get away with clickbaiting people into watching her Snapchat stories. Like, who's buying this? Not me. I'm broke. No, but it was whack, but ultimately it was harmless in the grand scheme of things. Besides, she's too busy doing, you know, that dance. Jesus Christ, I'm scared for her joints in the future. I don't think that over time is very healthy, but I'm gonna let her figure that out. Her body, her choice. Lil Nas X, he also faked being pregnant because he was announcing the birth of his debut album, which some people really didn't like that. But then again, a lot of people really don't like Lil Nas X. I'm not one of those people. I loved Montero. Thank you. I would like to put that on the record. I've been loving Montero. I still listen to Montero. $sign Slime featuring Megan Thee Stallion. I don't play about that song. The fake pregnancy thing, it was cheeky, but you know, it was funny. Catch a vibe, live a little. People also thought that he was like making fun of women or something because of that whole thing, and that's mainly what they were upset about. I don't know. Don't y'all read Mpreg fan fictions on AO3? I know you do, and you're mad about this. Like, this is literally your nastiest fantasies come to life. Like, don't act like you're not enjoying this. Oh my god, I can feel my chair literally ripping right from under me. I'm about to like fall out of this thing soon. Please watch my videos. I need to buy a new chair soon, clearly. People think that Lil Nas X is like making fun of women when he does these things, especially because during Halloween one year he dressed up as a used tampon. So do what you want with that information. I personally just don't care. I don't think the act of being pregnant is this sacred thing that nobody's allowed to touch. It's all in good fun. I think he's just making his jokes. Lil Nas X is known for being a troll anyway, so it's like he likes to get people riled up, especially like conservative people. He loves to get them riled up. Yeah, when it came to his pregnancy thing, you know, he's a man, right? And so it was obvious that he was joking, considering the fact that it's physically impossible for the man to get pregnant unless he has something that he needs to tell us. Actually, I take that back. Not entitled to tell us if he has a uterus. But the point is that he's a man. Cis men, they can't get pregnant. And so it was obvious that it was all just like a marketing tactic to get people to stream his music. I thought we were all in on the joke. I was just a little confused as to what we were mad about that day, but whatever. I think the act of faking a pregnancy when you actually have a uterus, though, I think that's a little worse, because it's physically possible for that person to actually carry a child. If I hopped on the internet and said, hey guys, I'm having a baby, and I'm clearly showing emotions, snot and tears, it's disgusting, it's a bloodbath up here, like I said, it's a snot bath up here. It's a loogie bath. Not a loogie. No, let's stick to snot. It's a snot bath up here. Would you immediately assume that I'm joking or lying or both? I'm pretty sure that most of you would take me at face value if I did that. Like, the joke is just not as obvious when it's in the realm of possibilities. And when the joke is unclear and it's very on the line of real and fantasy, it can become deceiving and manipulative very quickly, depending on the situation. Now, when I say manipulative, I'm not saying that Caroline is this evil demon from the pits of hell that was sent here to torment all of the innocent civilians of the human race, world, whatever. That's a bit extreme. But the biggest difference with what Caroline did is that, nothing about her pregnancy announcement seemed like a joke.
I might not be able to have a kid again. And then the other thing is that if I have this kid, it's very likely that I won't be able to have another one.
I don't know what I'm gonna do.
I want to have a kid. I just don't think I can have a fucking kid right now. And I really want a kid. I do want a fucking kid. And I'm not being stupid. I'm not being like, oh, well, you're young. You don't really know what it's like. You have so much life to live. Fuck you! I'm having a baby. Like, I'm having the baby. It's not like I'm getting rid of it. It's like, I'm having the baby. I'm gonna have a baby.
She was having breakdowns and earnestly speaking about the state of mind that she had while navigating being a pregnant 20-year-old girl. Like, I watched these videos for the first time knowing that she was faking it, and yet somehow I ended up falling for it at one point. Like, I started feeling bad when she was going on that whole spiel in her car. I had to remind myself. I was like, wait a minute. I was like, girl, it's fake. What can I say? I'm such an empath. According to Caroline's fans, she's known for like committing to bits. I guess she like does stuff like this all the time, which I'm sure is entertaining in most cases, but I don't know. This one, just you missed the mark on this one, mama. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. You're not a mama. No, you're very much not a mama, because you faked it. My bad. Had she omitted the miscarriage part of this whole thing, I wouldn't have given this situation the time of day. But faking a miscarriage is not great. Sorry, I don't have anything better to say. Like, I'm trying to be more descriptive in my videos. As you can tell, I'm not doing a great job, but I am trying. I'm making a conscious effort, at least. Like, seriously, the best I got is, damn, that's crazy. All right. My hypothesis is, look at me, I sound like I wear glasses. According to my astute observations, I would say that maybe Caroline has never been around people who have had to deal with the aftermath of losing a child this way, and maybe that's why she thought that this line was acceptable to cross. That's just a theory, a world theory. Thanks for watching. There are a lot of things that I can't relate to because there are things that I think that I would never fully understand until I am put in the shoes of that person going through that situation. And I'm not saying that that's an excuse. Ignorance is not an excuse. Like, seriously, girl, go pick up a book. I'm a reader. Go pick up a book. I'd say that, I suppose, like, ignorance to like the intricacies of this kind of situation, I think that's the best way we can explain how we got here in the first place, because I don't know, it's just, this is a very wild situation, and it's like, what made you think that this was okay? What's bizarre to me about this whole thing is the justification for why she did it. She pulled the social experiment card, and she said that she wanted to demonstrate how parasocial an audience can be. Am I stupid, or does that like not make any sense at all. I really tried following her, walking down that winding rainbow road, but I kept getting red shells thrown at me. I got hit by the blue shell at one point. She lost me. She lost me, and I kept spinning off of the track several times. Like, Rainbow Road is hard. Parasocial relationships, I agree. It's a problem in a lot of people's fan bases, especially like celebrities or really big content creators. I get that that's a real thing, and I'm not saying that she's wrong for caring about that. Like, for example, notice how Daniel Kaluuya isn't super active on the internet. Most people have told me that he's trying to hide from me personally because I've been really freaky in the DMs. I mean, I've been justifying it by saying that he's just playing hard to get. Apparently, he got a restraining order against me, so I'm starting to think that he's not joking. My bad. I thought we were playing a game, Daniel. I thought that was our thing. Caroline clarified in the second video that she made that she didn't think that miscarriages or pregnancy is funny. Like, that really was never the butt of the joke. The funny part to her was the fact that we cared so much about her pregnancy.
I lied about being pregnant as a joke. And the joke is not that pregnancy under strenuous circumstances is funny. The joke is not that the audience was gullible enough to believe that I was pregnant. The joke is you connected to something that wasn't real. And I have become something that isn't real.
Apparently, strangers on the internet having empathy for a creator when they're being vulnerable is considered parasocial now. Guys, are we cooked? The answer is yes, we must be. If basic human empathy is now a weird thing to expect from people. Her explanation is that we get on the internet to search for a connection and relatability. Which, I don't know, I guess that's true to some extent. I don't know. I'm mainly on the internet to entertain people that I would probably hide from if I saw them in person because I have the same level of social skills as Bood Radley or Gordon from Black Clover. Guys, don't talk to me if you see me. I don't know, I feel like when I make these videos, it's like, this is like our little secret, you know? Guys, don't tell anybody. I mean, tell your friends. Get them to subscribe and watch the content too, but also, like, don't tell anybody. This is just between you and me. I just think that it's super lame to point and laugh at all the single mothers who are pouring their hearts out in her comment section because they made the mistake of taking somebody at face value and believing that they were having a hard time adjusting to this new life situation. And I know that that's not her intention. She wasn't intentionally trying to lead anybody astray, especially because, you know, you don't have control over who watches your videos. Like, all she knows is her audience and the people who regularly watch her. So, you know, when the video leaves the target audience, then it's the Wild West, right? You never know who's gonna run into your content. Like, I feel like we have a level of understanding here on this channel, those of us who are here consistently, but then I'll have comments of people who are just coming in from God knows where, from the YouTube recommended, and they don't get the vibes immediately. They're not understanding the jokes. They're wondering why the hell BoJack Horseman keeps playing every 5 seconds. Like, what is this? Is this some sort of way to pirate BoJack Horseman on YouTube without getting caught? Like, why are there so many BoJack clips?
I mean, who's gonna hire a hair and makeup lady with shaky hands?
My hands only shake when I don't drink.
Yeah, be sure to put that on your resume.
It's different. And so it's like, I get it. I really do get it. I really think that in Caroline's mind, this really wasn't supposed to leave the target audience. People need to start understanding impact over intent. God, I wish there was a poster or something up. Like, I need to start making t-shirts. Impact over intent. We need to start drilling that into people's brains because I don't think people really understand that. Sure, you intended to make it on time to that brunch with your in-laws, but that doesn't excuse the fact that you ran a red light and inadvertently ran over an old lady who was trying to cross the street. That's what you ended up doing, whether you like it or not. The police aren't going to forgive you because you really needed to go make a good impression on your in-laws because this was the first brunch that you're ever having with them. The police aren't going to let you go. They're just going to say, congratulations, you have now been charged with vehicular manslaughter. It's going to look great on your permanent record. Grandma got ran over by a reindeer. No, Grandma got flattened by a 2013 Honda Civic on a Tuesday afternoon. She didn't deserve that.
You drive like an old bitch.
But yeah, like I said, I think I don't know, I may have said this. There wasn't obvious satire in her original pregnancy video. Like, she seemed pretty convincing. Like, she may have a career in acting if she manages to spin this whole thing in her favor. But if you aren't familiar with Caroline's content,
which I'm not,
then you would have no reason to assume that it's a bit. Also, even if I did know that she does bits like this, honestly, I may have reconsidered. I would have really thought about it and really analyzed it. Like, God, that must be so exhausting. Can you imagine actually having a really big announcement for your audience and only for them to not believe you? That must be so annoying. Christ. I'm glad we're honest with each other. Damn, I'm really being parasocial today. I don't like you. Miscarriages are devastating. I pray none of you, man, woman, or none of the above, have to experience the loss of a child, especially if you really wanted that child in the first place. It's one of those situations where it can be traumatic for everyone involved. I don't know anyone personally who has gone through a miscarriage, so I can't say that I've seen it firsthand necessarily, but I do watch the show Selling Sunset on Netflix. My mom and I, we just sat and watched the 3rd season of Selling the OC. It just came out. Selling the OC is the spin-off of Selling Sunset. Guys, it's a trashy reality TV show about real estate agents. If you like looking at luxury homes and you also love drama, you will love this show. But I watched Selling Sunset, and one of the real estate agents on the show, she actually suffered a miscarriage after trying to conceive with her husband for I don't even know how long. And it was devastating. My heart hurt for her seeing her go through that. Also, I can't help but think of Princess Carolyn from BoJack Horseman, because she had multiple miscarriages throughout her life and during the show, despite always wanting a family of her own. That's a constant reminder of her character throughout BoJack, and it's really hard to watch her struggle with her infertility issues, despite really wanting to be a mother.
I know you want to do this on your own, but you've had 2 miscarriages now.
5.
What?
I've had 5 miscarriages. 1 last year, now 1, and 3 others before. But it's whatever. It's okay.
I don't know. It's I don't have an overwhelming desire to be a mother. Sorry if my future child's watching this, Jesus Christ. I hope I didn't name you something stupid like Braxton or World Jr. No, but my point is that I've never fully thought about the amount of pain that comes with dealing with a miscarriage, because that's not something that I've ever had to worry about. That's not something I'm thinking about. Why would I worry about a miscarriage? I'm not pregnant. But at the same time, yeah, I can never truly understand the pain that these people have gone through, but I can at least empathize with them because they're, human beings. Well, one of them's a human being. Princess Carolyn's a cat. I don't hold any hate in my heart for this creator because I'm sure that this was all just some poorly thought out idea. I really just like to see the best in people when it comes to these things. I don't know. Maybe I'm dumb for that. But I could say with full confidence, and I think we could all say with full confidence, that this was a very distasteful way to promote a Patreon. All of this to try to shill some money out from your audience. Did you learn nothing from those watcher people? So I never watched Watcher. I didn't even know who these people were before they started doing that, whatever the hell they did. I don't know. I didn't make a video about it because I didn't care. But like I said, I don't think that Caroline is this evil, malicious human being who is intentionally trying to be this edgelord femcel character, unless that is what her normal content is, then never mind. But I don't think she's trying to be. I just think that she thought that she ate with that whole concept, and she's learning very quickly that she did not eat. No, she did nothing of the sort. The preaching about parasocial relationships kind of confirmed that for me, because she did make some decent points in a general sense, but I just don't see what that has to do with the Patreon. I don't know. It's I don't know, man. I don't know. 1 + 1 = 47 today, apparently. But Caroline, she did say that she was posting more personal stuff on her Patreon, and that was kind of her way of filtering out the parasocial people that she's so worried about. The problem is that she thinks that putting stuff behind a paywall will keep the parasocial people out, but the only people who are going to be subscribing to our Patreon are the parasocial people. I'm confused. Wait, do you want them gone, or do you want them all congregating in one area? I'm confused, because that's what you're doing. And I'm and if that was your intention, then go for it, but like, I don't know, seems very contradictory to what you were saying before. 1 + 1 = 52. What I do find interesting are the people who are fans of her who are appalled by this miscarriage video. Like, apparently Caroline went on some infinite hiatus on her YouTube, and this whole scheme was her grand return to content creation. I've seen people on TikTok say that this kind of joke seemed a bit out of character for her. Her hiatus apparently must have ruined her sense of humor or something. Maybe she's a little rusty. Maybe we need to give her a little time to grease up those wheels again. Again, I can't speak on her content because I've never heard of her before this whole thing happened, but if this is true, then jeez. I understand that comebacks can be daunting and creators want to like capture the attention that they lost amidst their absence, but surely there must have been a better way to go about it. Like, you really couldn't think of anything else? Did you brainstorm? I'm confused. Like, what was the thought process behind this? I would really like a start to finish. Like, how do we get from point A to point Z? Were there other ideas in the notebook? Did you have any alternative ideas in mind? Like, this was the best one? Really? I'm not making this video because I want her to be canceled. I don't care that much. Please don't send her hate or do anything crazy, right? This is just one of those situations where someone needs to be called out for their behavior because the people around her are clearly not doing her a favor. Also, what's really not helping her case right now is that she's liking comments under her pregnancy videos from people defending her and saying that like, this is a bit, this is a joke, like da-da-da, like clearly you don't watch her content or don't know her at all if this was such a big shock to you or da-da-da-da-da. And I'm like, whoa, dude. Joking about a miscarriage is like not great. Joking about a miscarriage only to say, hey, please buy this thing that I'm selling you. Like, this is who you stan? Really? And you're proud of that? Yeah, so I don't know. That's not helping her case, but what do I know, right? I only have like how many subscribers I have? I don't know, like 70,000, something like that. I don't know. I lost track. When I say the number is just so high, I can't count that high. Listen, I'm not a stranger to making mistakes. I just hope that this is like one of the many mistakes that she will make because she's a human being and human beings make mistakes. And I do hope that she recognizes that this is a mistake because right now she doesn't care. She's doubling down or doing this and that and the third. Like I hope someday she recognizes that this was a bit odd. Like, this was an odd thing to do. From what I've seen, though, from her content, because I've seen snippets here and there while making this video, she seems to be funny for the most part, or she seems to have a good thing going for her. And so, I don't know, hopefully this is just an outlier. I genuinely wish her nothing but good luck, unless she, like, really doubles down and does something shitty, then never mind. But if this was genuinely just like a misstep, just like a bad judgment call, like, I was about to say, like, Logan Paul filming that guy in the forest. No, Logan Paul's whack. No, surely there has to be a better example than Logan Paul off. Nope, I don't have anything else up here, but hopefully she does learn from this, and hopefully I don't ever feel like I have to make another video about her. I don't have to make videos. I don't have to do anything. I don't have to. I'm choosing to. But yeah, that's all I wanted to say. Again, a lot of people really think that because I make a video about something, that means I'm like super overly passionate about it. And that's not the case. I don't know. Sometimes I just want to make a video saying, hey, that's weird. Once I upload this video, I'm not gonna think about this very much ever again. It's just weird. It's weird, but it's not the end of the world. There are bigger things going on. Speaking of bigger things going on, I made a community post talking about Operation Olive Branch, which is an organization that has links that can directly support families and people of Palestine. So if you would like to help out and donate or just spread the word, right? If you don't have the money to actually directly financially help, then the link will be down in the description. It's also, again, I have a community post talking about it. So if you would like to help, then please do what you can. Spread the word, do this and that and the third. Thank you so much. I've noticed I've been a little bit slacking in the Talk About Palestine department. I forget sometimes that like verbal communication is very key in these situations because it's very easy to just retweet or like a tweet, share an infographic here and there, but I feel like that verbal affirmative action, I think that is very important as well, and I haven't done that in a while on this channel, and I apologize. I'm going to try to do better. Thank you for watching this video. If you liked the video, give it a like or don't, subscribe or don't. doesn't matter to me. All the links to my social medias will be linked down in the description. New setup. I don't know if you noticed that. We're kind of in a new location. This isn't really a new location. Usually I have my computer actually set up on the other side of the room, but I decided to switch it up a little bit. I wanted you guys to have a little bit more to look at, and when I'm over there in the back corner over there, it looks like I'm in a cubicle. I don't know if you've seen any of my older videos, but it looks like I'm in a cubicle, and it's whack. That's Bon Bon. If you're staring at that and you're like, is that Bon Bon for the Walton Files? It is. And if you're wondering where you can get it, too late. The campaign's over. Go follow the Walton Files guy if you want one of his plushies in the future. Okay. Toodaloo. Also, if anybody cares about the state of my chair, look at this, dude. Like, if I keep sitting on this, it's going to snap in half. Well, that's great.